Good morning, audioCue. It's 10:30, Thursday morning on the 11th of December 2025. So I just want to make a quick update video of what's going on. First of all, I just want to thank everybody that's paying for audioCue now. You're actually helping to obviously move it forwards, things like that. So thanks very much for that. I really appreciate it. What I'm moving forward with audioCue is that I'm going to be to redesign the user interface, and I'm going to be incorporating new facilities into audioCue, which is I'm going to be incorporating the drum sequencer, and I'm going to be making a new import and export. But I'm going to be doing this basically behind the scenes. I'm going to be building this basically for myself just now. So if you're aware of me and how I work, basically how I'm building, why I built audioCue. I built audioCue years ago because I needed something for me personally to do gigs. But now, I stopped doing gigs years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. So I personally do not use audioCue, but which might sound pretty crap for you as a user, but I am in a band and I'm still a musician, as you can see, like my Rickenbacker, Gibson Les Pauls, etc., amplifier, keyboard, stuff like that. So basically I'm still doing music, obviously. No something you give up. So I'm still building audioCue because I'm a software developer and I can't help myself. I need to go and build it. I love it. It's great. audioCue has been really good. So for the user, for you, the end user, and for me as a project to build. But like I say, I don't use audioCue myself now, but I'm going to wait to start using it again because what I do is I do open mics a lot, and so I've been talking to a few mates about a drum sequencer for audioCue, and I've actually built a drum sequencer. It's just a one-trip horse just now though. And the reason I'm building a drum sequencer is because, like me, and a lot of my sort of musical mates around the Dundee area, we mostly play like acoustic stuff now. So I've built a drum sequencer because I want to be able to put some drums into the music when I'm playing open mics and acoustic type stuff. So that's why the drum sequencer is now in audioCue. So I want to show you the drum sequencer. So it's very basic just now, right? I've got basically the save button, the load button, and the start stop button. What's going to happen is on this left hand column here is going to be the list of sequences that you are allowed to use. So like 4/4, this kind of thing, like rock intro, fill 1, fill 2, all this kind of stuff. I'm going to keep it as basic as possible so that it's dead easy to use. So when you're uploading your tracks, you select a track, there's now going to be a drum button. So there's now going to be a button on the listing that says it's got a picture of a drum, and when you pick on that, let's say it's Maggie May, it will go to this screen here, and up at the top left hand here it'll say Maggie May, and over here we'll have 2 lists of the patterns. So what you're going to do is sitting down with your guitar, set up the drum sequences, play along with that, press save, and then when it comes to the player where it shows you the lyrics, at the bottom it'll be a tick box that will say play drums with this, or it'll just be a tick box because it'll be obvious what it is. It'll be a picture of a drum, tick box, play drums. And then so that what that'll do is then that'll allow you to add drums when you're playing your acoustic guitar for acoustic sets. Because look, like acoustic sets are worldwide. Acoustic sets are becoming much more popular. Like I blame Ed Sheeran for that. It's his fault. But like so this deserves the drum sequencer. So like I say, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a drum sequencer. I'm going to allow people to put in loads of different sequences, build up the lists, and build in entire songs for that. The cool thing about this is that when this is done, it's no like when you go and download a backing track from karaoke version or wherever it is that you're getting your backing tracks from, you're not really allowed to share these things because you've bought a license for that, for playing that and for using that in public. So that license is for you, right? So what I'm going to allow people to do is I'm going to allow people to actually share their drum sequences. So I'm going to set up a section on the website that inside your account on your website, there's going to be an upload button, and you're going to be able to upload the drum sequences from, actually just right for audioCue. There's going to be an upload button on audioCue, and you're going to be able to press upload and upload that to your account on your on the website. So what will happen then is, so let's say you've got like a Oasis Wonderwall, right? You've made your drum sequence for that. You want to show that off because obviously, like, you can get the lyrics for the song on audioCue. So you get the lyrics for the song, you put the drum sequence along with that. You're happy with that. You play that at gigs, all good. But if somebody else needs that through your goodwill, then you could upload that to the website and allow a person to just download that. Because there's no any like money changing hands or anything like that, it's just as simply a case of upload, allow people to download it, and you then can download other people's drum sequences and put them into your audioCue list as well. So basically, the community as a whole, us as a community, we will be able to then share our tracks, share our experiences, and help people to build bigger playlists and gig sets for acoustic playing. So all round, just a really good idea. So anyway, let's have a wee looky at the drum sequencer. So just now, if you've ever used a sequencer of any type before, you'll see there I've got the your typical 8-bar drum sequencer, and the black dots represent a drum, bass, snare, hi-hat open, and rim shot. So if I just, I've already pressed load, so that loads in the sequence. If I press play, you'll see that it plays, and you will then hear the drums being played. And if I want to put in any other drums, just tick the boxes. And it's as simple as that. It really is as simple as that. Basically, you just put in drum buttons. If I want to wipe them, I just basically select one, hold the mouse, that'll be the same with your finger, and you just wipe them all off, and a winner. So yeah, it really is as simple as that. So what's going to happen is that, let me go back to here. What's going to happen is when you press the save button, that's going to save into the left hand column as, you're going to name it like a 4/4 or drum track 1, or you call it whatever you want to call it. And at the top left, it'll say the name of the song, Maggie May, Oasis Wonderwall, the Beatles, some song by them, some Beatles tune, and it'll have the list of possible drum sequences that you want. And what you'll do is you will drag them from the left hand column into the right hand section and build up your intro, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, verse, etc, etc, etc. And that will play in sequence. And when you press save, it'll save that entire sequence as Wonderwall, Maggie May, and that'll then sit right next to your listings on your main playlist. Then when it comes to the play, when it comes to the play screen, the let me just go back to here on my playlist. What have I got on my playlist? I've never used this for ages, so let's have a wee look and see. When it comes to playing your playlist here, I need to move this off a wee shade. At the bottom, let me just resize this window a bit. At the bottom there, next to here, someplace, it's got double spacing just now, but at the bottom there, it'll have an image of a drum. And when you click on that, it will play the drum track. You'll press play, it'll play the drum track, the lyrics will scroll, and then you play in time with your drum track. It's as simple as that, and it's really, really handy, because you'll have a sequencer. You could even just put it in as a metronome, just so that to ensure that you've got perfect timing. The reason I've took so long to get this working is because of the computer timing, right? The system that I'm using for building audioCue is a game engine. See, I develop computer games and stuff like that, so it's actually a game engine that I'm building for building audioCue. So it was never made for music. So what I've had to do is I've had to build in a timer, a special timer that is absolutely perfect, because game engines don't use perfect time. They use just like an update that fluctuates based on your device. But what I've had to do is I've had to build in a perfect timer, because when I built it previously, when I built the sequencer previously, it fluctuated ever so slightly. And being a musician that plays along with a drummer, if he goes out of time, I could hear it a mile away. The audience might not hear it, but I've heard it. He goes out of time. What was happening was my sequencer was going out of time, just an absolute tiny fraction, and it caught up the next bar, the next beat, but it went out of time 2 bars ago, and then that annoyed me. So basically, I've built a perfect timer, and it took a while, and it's done. So as you heard there, when I can't go back to the sequencer now, but when I go back to when you go and play the sequencer, it's absolutely bang on. So the timing will never waver, it'll never fluctuate. So anyway, sorry, I waffled on about there. So anyway, the sequencer is going to be in the new version of audioCue, and like I say, this is the 11th of December 2025. Today at now 11:15. And I think this is going to take a couple of months, but I'm going to make progress videos showing you how this is going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop calling audioCue 3. I'm going to stop calling it audioCue, the number of the version, and I'm just going to call it purely audioCue, because I'm going to be putting into the app, when you download the new version. On the home screen now, there's going to be like a login, and it's going to tell you if there is an update available. So every iteration of the updates is going to be obvious that there is an actual update to be had. So it saves people like going onto the website or going onto Facebook or whatever and asking Barry, is there an update? Because the app will tell you now if there's an update or not. Pardon me, the updates are obviously going to be available for Apple, Mac, etc., Windows, Android, and whatever. Anything but a Nokia 2210, I suppose. Every device is going to be the same. They're going to be updated at the same time, so that it's going to be easier for me to manage the updates as well. So it's going to take me a while though. I'm going to actually be completely redesigning the user interface as well, because this is my other company, that's Blue CMS, which is it's online, it's business software stuff that I make. Blue CMS, and that's basically I was a website designer, so predominantly that's why the user interface looks like that, because I was just used to building websites instead of building user interfaces for music. So I'm going to redesign the total user interface. Just now, it's based on my knowledge of sort of menus for websites and stuff like that. But like I say, I'm going to rebuild the user interface so that it looks like an actual software system, and it's going to be obvious, and it's not going to be as janky as the current user interface. In fact, I hate it. I hate the user interface. It's been like that since like 2021. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rebuild the user interface. I'm going to put the importer and exporter, which people have been asking for. I'm going to allow people to upload the tracks directly to their account on the website, so that you can then share your tracks with the community, and you'll be able to download other community tracks as well. Basically, you'll just be downloading text files. There's never going to be any music files involved. The reason is that that's going to it'll stop copyright fraud. Because basically you're just making drum sequences, and it's me that made a drum sequencer, so I'm going to allow you to share that. It's me that owns the copyright for the drum sequencer, because I made it, and I'm going to allow you through Creative Commons to share whatever you want. You really shouldn't be sharing the lyrics though, because obviously they're copyrighted, but there are sources online for lyrics, so it's entirely up to you where you get them. But I'm going to set up a Discord, and I'm going to set up stuff on the website so that we could build a community based on the drum sequences and things like that as well. Okay, anyway, sorry for rambling on. That was meant to be a 5-minute video. It's now turned out to be nearly 20 minutes, as usual. Anyway, Thanks for watching, and like I say, I'm for everybody that's paying for audioCue and for everybody that's used audioCue over the years. I really appreciate it. It's if you were ever a member of the old Facebook page that's still on the go, you will know that about 2 years ago, I was actually on the verge of deleting audioCue and just ditching it because it was a non-event basically. I was using it myself in gigs, and it was 100% flawless as it is the now, but yeah, I went in the booth the wrong way, and I never made any sales. But since I've completely changed into the group, and I've changed how the payment system is working and like that, I've actually started to make a couple of £100 a month off it. So it's worth putting that bit of effort into to help you, the musician, get a much better tool. I'm not making a fortune. I'm just making enough to justify continuing to build it. So, like I say, thank you very much to everybody that's paying for this software. It's only a £5 a month, obviously. Thanks to everybody that's paying for the software now, because it's encouraging, and I'm glad that you like it. Any feedback is appreciated, and comments below in the old comment section of the Facebook page and YouTube. I'm going to stick on YouTube as well, so if you've got any comments, please let me know. Thanks for watching.